Hey guys, AntVenom here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today I'm going to be showing you guys the single-player cheating essentials mod for Minecraft 1.7.2. And essentially what this mod adds into the game is it adds in a whole bunch of random different features that allow you to modify the physics of your character, and it also allows you to see these various bloops and blips that are on the map that allow you to see things like mob locations, chest locations, the end portal location, if it's lit up, and things of that nature. So getting into this review here, the first thing that you're really going to want to know about the mod is the key Y on your keyboard. And that is going to open up this sort of menu right here. Well, initially these are all going to be closed, and you can just go ahead and you can open these up by actually hitting, you know, the far right key here, and specifically the ones that say player, world, render, and miscellaneous are the most important ones. Well, actually just these three right here. And these are the ones that allow you to actually mess around with your character. So let's go ahead and let's check out the player section here. So on the left here, we have a whole bunch of different options here, and for the most part, they're pretty self-explanatory. Auto respawn will automatically respawn you. If you die, sprint will put you into a constant sprinting mode. Sneak will do the same thing for sneaking. Jump step will allow you to jump up over blocks when, you know, you reach them. So for example, I'm not going to press the spacebar here. You guys won't hear it. And yet I'm going to wind up jumping as soon as I hit the side of the block there. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's hit that again. Dolphin is by far my favorite one. Let's go ahead and let's head over to the water here. And what Dolphin will allow you to do is it essentially makes you act like a dolphin jumping out of the water. Bam! Yeah, this one is by far the most fun with this mod. I don't know why it's so fun, but it is so fun. And chunks aren't loading over there. Okay. This is weird. Okay, but yeah, if you actually wind up losing the speed while on water, then you can't really get it back. You kind of have to go back to land to get it to work. But yeah, so anyways, that is dolphin mode. Let's go ahead. I want to jump over here. But yeah, anyway, so then there's also high jump, which will allow you to essentially just do a higher jump than normal. You can see that this, you know, this tree up here, it's allowing me to do like a 3-block jump. Well, that was actually in fly mode, but let's see if I can make it up here. Can I make it up? Can I make it up? No, I can't. Because it's blocking me. But yeah, you can obviously tell it's doing a much higher jump than normal. So yeah, 3-block jump. Yay! Alright, so moving on here, there's the fast break option, which is really buggy, and I would recommend that you not try it. But essentially what it allows you to do is it gives you a fast break option. Now obviously I'm on creative mode, so it's just showing my fist not swinging. But if I go ahead and let's go to game mode 0 here, and I start breaking stuff, you can see it breaks things really fast, but unfortunately it doesn't really load properly. So yeah, that's unfortunate. And let me actually go into game mode 1 here and give the you know, let's actually try using a spade, so a shovel. Let's see what happens when I try and do that. So if I try and use the right tool, so let's see here. So these ones, yeah, still the same thing. No matter what tool I use, it still just doesn't, it don't like me. And if I actually reload the chunk, then, okay, well, I think because the chunk was immediately in front of me. But if the chunk does get reloaded after being unloaded, then the blocks will, you know, reappear in their location that they were. It'll be as if nothing broke at all. Yay. But yeah, so anyways. So let's go ahead and let's hit Y again here. And then there's, let's see here. So let's go ahead and let's turn these ones off. Now the step here, you can oh yeah, this one's like, yeah, you can step up on the blocks without jumping. So this one's fairly similar to the jump one, except instead of just jumping, it just kind of steps you up. So bam, yeah. So if you like this, then you can go ahead and you can do that. There's also fly, to fly as if you're in creative. And then there's fast place, which actually does work. If I go ahead and let's see, let's game mode myself to 1 here and give myself like a whole bunch of dark wood planks or something like that. Go back there. You can see it allows me to place things really fast. Yeah, it works and stuff. Yeah. And to my knowledge, none of the ones that I just showed you guys works on multiplayer. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's move on here. Let's get all these placed though. Boom. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing to the landscape here. So alright, moving on here. So if I go ahead and I hit Y again, these next two on the world section are pretty self-explanatory. No weather means no weather. Full bright means you can see incredibly clearly in the nighttime. So time set, let's do 16,000 just to make it more like midnight. And you can see I can still see perfectly, whereas if I hit it, you know, regular lighting takes effect. So yeah. Alright, so moving on to the last important section here is the is, okay, is the render section here. Now, the render section allows you to see, essentially, it allows you to see things, underground. So you can see here, I believe the blue ones are chests. You can really tell that, because over here, oh god, the fast place is like weird there. But yeah, so you can see the blue ones here are chests, and it makes it very useful for finding things like mob dungeons, which is actually one over there, because the orange icon that's over there is a mob spawner. So yeah, the red ones that are down there, I believe are trap chests, because I think that's actually where a mob farm thingy is. There's gray ones over there, which are actually end portals. The purple one, I believe, is the enchantment table. Oh god, disabling block overlay due to an error. Oh no, except I think it's still working. I have no idea. But it is still working. So weird. Alright, so anyways, let's go ahead and let's see. So there's also player ESP, where you can actually see players through walls. So maybe those ones do work on multiplayer. I'm not sure. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's turn on one more. It's called Breadcrumbs. Now, essentially what Breadcrumbs does is it allows you to see my pathing throughout the world. So I thought I had it turned on for the beginning of the mod review so you guys could see my pathing, but apparently not. But as you guys can see here, it creates this weird, awesome little blue line wherever I go. So let's go. Yeah, you can see it just does what it does. It just is. So yeah, so it'll follow me no matter what, and it won't actually start disappearing at any point. Now, if you do wind up closing out of the world and reopening it, it won't remember, where your pathing was. But, for any given play session, it might be interesting to be able to look back before you finish off a play session to see how far you went. And if you guys don't want to see the little line in front of you, you can actually disable the breadcrumbs, and, you won't see it anymore. But if I go ahead and I re-enable it here, you can see that it will still, actually, I'm not sure if that properly tracked my player position. I thought it was, but let me go and let me do a zigzag here and let's see what happens. So, alright, let's go and let's do that. So, breadcrumbs. Okay, it doesn't actually properly track. I thought it did, but I think I was just seeing the straight line as, the actual pathing. But yeah, so when it's turned off, it won't properly track your pathing. So yeah, block overlay. I don't know what block overlay is. It didn't really ever do anything initially. But yeah, if I go ahead and I highlight over it, it says it renders a better block selection. Oh, okay, yeah, it's the thing where, yeah, it does this. So like it does that green thing right there. So yeah, if that's something that you want, you can go ahead and you can do that as well. Let's go ahead and let's turn all this crap off now. All right. So in the miscellaneous section here, advanced tooltips, it's essentially the tooltips, I believe, that, have like the advanced information on them. If I go ahead and I turn them off, yeah, you can see it doesn't show the item ID or anything like that. The array list, it says it draws a list of enabled modules on screen, which I believe only happens, yeah, if I'm not in F3 mode. You can see the enabled things on the top right. And then the graphical user interface, I assume. The only reason why it's there is because of the keybind section here, and that actually allows me to change the keybind to open up this GUI, this user interface here, which is why. So that's kind of why that button is there. I guess it just needs a place to exist. The radar is pretty self-explanatory, and then there's a second button here where you can actually pin it if you want. You can see that there's all sorts of entities over there. Let's see. Let's go ahead and let's check out. I see there's a whole bunch of things underground here, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check these out because I'm curious. I have a feeling they're bats. But I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, okay, you can hear bats all over. Yep, that's what I had a feeling it was because of the mob spawner that's down here. I just wanted to double check. But yeah, so those little orange icons are bats. Let's go and yeah, fast place, man. Fast place is actually pretty useful. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and let's unpin that. Let's minimize it. And then the last one on the list is just keybinds. It allows you to assign any one of these keybinds. So if I go ahead and let's just say I hit V here, I can change the keybind to V, change it back to C here, which allows me to enable the chest ESP. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything that this mod has to offer, guys. As far as I know anyways. Yeah, and I think by default the icons are kind of like this. You can actually drag these various little windows around if you guys want to have them in a more convenient location, because as is, they kind of like overwrite each other. But if you have them on top of the screen here, they don't do that. So that's kind of why I position those there. So yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end off this mod review here. I hope you all have enjoyed. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.